Boys and girls, we're going to look at Hunger for English lesson. We always look at the title and then decide what the author or the writer's attitude is towards the topic. Yeah. So do you think it's positive or negative? Did you come up with some words? If they ask you what attitude does the writer have towards English lesson in, as you see, the picture is in Korea. Now, I could only think of two. You might be able to think of more: hopeful and supportive, right? Hunger, that means you really want hunger for English. All right, so whenever we see a surname that starts with Kim, Kim, very likely it's a Korean. And in first paragraph, timid student fidgeting, smiling, asked English. Here, it's setting a scene. It's talking about English lesson in Korea. Timid means shy. Okay, please try to see if you know these words. If you don't, please write it down. Fidgeting is like this. You're restless. You cannot sit still. You don't feel comfortable. So yeah, the teacher is asking this Korean student to speak in English. And then in paragraph 2, we know that it's not doing well. The teenager blurted out, too late, Korean word. He's not answering in English, so this is blurred out. Yeah, and people like just yell out. All right, then we have paragraph 3. The story continues. Mortified. Oh, she is a girl. She tried again. Okay, mortified. What's mortified? Paragraph 3 is also setting the scene. It's her second try. This is mortified, feeling, oh my God. And she managed to speak in English. All right, so what happens in paragraph 4? I highlighted darted back, giggling, demolishing, South Korean, weakness, fear of speaking English to Westerners. I would say the last line is the most important. It tells you the main idea, the weakness of South Koreans. They don't want to speak in English. They are very scared. And you can see feeling relieved means this, like, thank God, okay? Feeling relieved is like, thank God. Luckily, okay, that I'm luckily it didn't happen, you know, that kind of feeling. And beaming means like super happy because Kim finally spoke in English and she finished her task. Very happy. Paragraph 5, week-long training, English village. We've highlighted government subsidized. We've highlighted largest in the world. So paragraph 5 is describing the government English village that Kim is in. Paragraph 6, the complex. Complex means the building or this whole area, this big area with many buildings. Mini town, transplanted, live-in population, native English speakers, 160 of them. So the description of the English village is here, is in this paragraph. Everything is there. You've got the bookstore, gym, and even English speakers. You've got 160 of them living in this village. Transplanted means 移植, so they moved, they scooped up. What is scooped up? Ice cream scoop, you know, you scooped up the entire Europe, from Europe, the European country, and you put it in South Korea. That's what it means. Another word that you need to know is barbered wire fences. Is like this, okay? That's the campsite. That's the village. So it feels like you can't really escape. Once you're there, you have to learn English. It's a little bit scary, but I think it should be fun. They are trying to make it fun. All right, the main idea of paragraph 7, how does it work in the village? Okay, so the cause, language cops, punishing, speaking Korean with a fine. Fine means money. Fine means the money that is being punished and you need to pay to the authority. Okay, so we've got immersion. So 6 days of getting involved English course in the village. And then authorities, I just talked about it. It would be people with power, people or organization that has power. And the students need to speak in their native tongue. Another word for it is mother tongue. Yeah, mother tongue or native tongue. Sometimes students say funny things. But a native tongue, mother tongue, is 母语, okay? The language that they speak since they were young. So how do they ensure English is used in the village is mentioned in paragraph 7. Paragraph 8, across Korea. Okay, so operating more on the way, latest big push, multi-billion-dollar a year campaign. Can you see all the hyphen in between? Multi-billion-dollar without S because you have a hyphen to link these words together. It's a campaign. So what is it? In this paragraph, it talks about how parents support this campaign. They are willing to pay. Why? Okay, learn the word sprouting up. Sprouting up is like this. It's developing. It means developing. It's growing. And another word you need to learn is conquering. You can see the picture on the top right corner. Okay, conquering means overcome. You face your fear. You master it. Okay, paragraph 9. Highlights few natural resources. Highlight must push exports. Highlight produce high quality workforces. Highlight education is an obsession. Highlight in English, kids too, and then corporate giants. Okay, what's the main idea? The main idea is that here's the Korea's strategy to be competitive in the world. So how do they do that? They realize they don't have enough resources to sell to other countries, so they push exports and produce high quality workforces. Education is, and then that's why they push their kids to learn English. And not only that, the office workers, another word is minion. You know what minions are, right? That cartoon character, they are workers. In corporate giants like, Samsung, big companies, we say corporate giants. So another strategy that Korea is very good at, because they know they don't have enough things to sell to people, they produce high quality workforces. So one of it would be, oh, by the way, Quest. What is Quest? Quest is their mission. They feel like it's their mission to learn English. Okay, so K-pop is an example of selling the soft skill. They produce high quality singers and groups, right? Like these ones. And yeah, it's very successful. That's Korea's strategy to gain power in the world because they are not as powerful as America. So how do they influence the world with what they have? And that is K-pop. Paragraph 10. All right, highlight Jeffrey Jones, highlights can read, trouble speaking. This paragraph is super easy. The problem is with the speaking. Koreans are very scared of speaking. Paragraph 11, Westerners run away. In these 3 words, it summarizes speaking problem example, okay? Detour, learn the word detour. Detour means you 兜個圈, okay? 兜個圈, you turn away from. Paragraph 12, South Korea, aggressive countries in Asia teaching English. Highlight with me, parents are paying 10 trillion won a year. That's so a lot of money to learn English at home and also abroad. Abroad means overseas. So what's the main idea? Parents emphasize on children's English learning. They don't care how much they spend. They really want their kids to learn English. Paragraph 13, lots of things to highlight. So you must jot down the main idea. Chats. So falter in chats, South Korean officials grouping together, international conference, afraid mixed with English speakers, language result of traditionally stress reading, rote memorization, English grammar and vocabulary, and then conversation. So let's have a look. Problem reflecting in formal setting like international conferences. The officials are not willing to talk to English speakers. They're grouping together, 自成一個小圈子啊，and then so they talk about the reason as well in the education. Learn the word falter. Falter means hesitate, 有猶豫啊, hesitate in chats. Accused of is like this man, accused of like, oh, okay, like blaming others. Expense at the expense, what does it mean? At the cost. Do you remember in the Tiger Mom 2012 DSE reading paper part B2, Tiger Mom? So at what cost So that means 個代價是什麼啦？Paragraph 14. In Korea, University of Seoul, okay, what is it? English with native accent, status symbol. Okay, so that means if you speak like a native English speaker, you learn the word superior. Superior, inferior, we've learned it in DSE 2012 Tiger Mom article, superior 優越嘅地位。